shit, see. We get jacked so quick, with a just mass on that bitch. Turn up, and these niggas so 666, we like this shit, see. We get jacked so quick, jack with a just mass on that bitch. Turn up, and these niggas so 666, we like this shit, see. We get jacked so quick, jack with a just mass on that bitch. Turn up, and these niggas so 666, we like this shit, see. We get jacked so quick, jack with a just mass on that bitch. Turn up, and these niggas so 666, we like this shit, see. We get jacked so quick, jack with a just mass on that bitch. Turn up, and these niggas so 666, we like this shit.
So it looks like this. Oh shit.
shit. See. We get so quick. With a gentleman on that bitch. Turn up and these niggas so 666. We like this shit. See.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Season 14 launch reveal. It's the moment you've all been waiting for. Spicy news and information coming on Season 14, which will be held on the Formula 124 game, which is released tomorrow for those of you with Champions Edition, or the end of the week for Standard Edition. My name is Brooksy, and I'm honoured to be revealing the Season 14 information and spicy details. Join with me here is Tom Carter, none other than
Hello.
himself.
Right, so we're back again, and this is the situation. So, we're going to go through the information that we are ready to provide, and also, me and Brooksy don't know it, so this is going to be our live reaction as well as yours. And also, we may or may not be 1 or 2 seconds behind the screen, so the transition might happen, and then we'll start talking. But forgive that second of pause. But I hope you're all excited, and it's time to get the juicy info. But firstly, we have to go through the champions of season 13. So, if we'd like to continue
We can
showing the
get that on
champions.
the screen. We can start off with the EU4 Championship, which was mine and Tom Carter's ourselves. The ones we commentated all season long of Grelis in the Haas. He was also the Constructors Champion, if I may say so myself.
So Grelis and Piney Penguin had a really, really good season. Piney Penguin only picking up, I think it was 20-something points. It was 23 points, and Grelis himself picking up 295 with 8 wins, 4 P2s and a P3. 2 fastest laps and 6 poles from 16 events, so 100% attendance from Grelis. So definitely a very, very much deserved championship.
Absolutely, indeed. Going on to the EU3 of Racer 001, I just want to make this known. I saw Racer 001 take a championship in EU4 in Season 12, and he's here as EU3 champion in Season 13. Absolutely spicy stuff. He won that with 211 points, with a 57-point gap to the runner-up in the driver's standings. And for the constructors of EU3, went to none other than the Alpha Tauris, 236 points. It looked like they had a close battle with the Ferraris, who were in 231 points.
But obviously for EU2, Dragon, an unbeatable person towards the end of the season. I raced in EU2 as well as Brooksy, so we can testify that this man is very much deserving of his title, getting it with 6 wins, 1 P2 and a P3, 3 fastest laps and 2 poles from only 12 events, so he missed 4, which meant that he took the lead in the championship towards the back end of the season. But unfortunately, he did not clinch the constructors title, with Williams being PW Jones and Hacko clinching the title by just 12 points. But the constructors title for EU2 was insane, because P2 and P3 are level on points, with AlphaTauri winning on wins. So thank you very much for Dragon for that.
Absolutely, and on to the EU1, which was won by Alja, also known as Elliot, which is one that I also did the commentating on for the end of the season. The back half of the season watched a man dominating his Ferrari. It was a 210-point win, but Glitch 10 in the McLaren runner-up in P2 was trying to fight that off, but just couldn't get it, and it went down to the final few races and all that. Also in the Ferrari, won the Constructors with a 15-point lead over the Red Bulls. And now we take a quick look onto the AM side of things. Starting with the AM3 champion, none other than Nick AC, had the points of 229 in his Williams, who had a bit of a battle with the Alpha Tauri of Pablo players. 26 points separated those two. Also went on to win the Constructors with 315 points. The Alpha Tauri with quite a gap at the 65 on the Constructors, with a runner-up.
Electric Blade win the title in AM2 with 3 wins, 3 P2s and a P1. Fastest lap from 15 events, so he only missed 1 event all season. It's a very consistent season from him, with his gap to P2 only being 27 points. But he was not able to clinch the constructors title because he drove for Red Bull, which was second and only 8 points behind Aston Martin, which was driven by Stubby and Matty Duo 432.
Absolutely, and on to finally the AM constructors, which went to G Bourne in the Ferrari with 105 points. There was quite a battle between the American sector. The points are quite far spread. There's not a lot up there. Oh no, I was looking at that wrong. Sorry, apologies. The points were 214 with 7 wins and 3 fastest laps, 5 poles. Going on to the constructors, it was the Ferraris of 350 points, taking constructors and Mercedes, the runner-up, with 26 points gap of 324 points. So we've wrapped up our champions, and we've got a bit of news on that.
Yep, so there are all of your champions for season 13. I hope every single one of them uses the title of champion to their advantage. But moving on now, if you do, you might or might not know this, but every single one of you who've won a title this season are being entered into a giveaway, and that giveaway is for someone else is going to have to say because I don't know.
It was a copy of F124, the game itself. If you haven't already purchased the game, you are in the draw here and now for the win, as BK shall spin the wheel and we shall find out who the winner is. The winner's wheel is going, and the champion to take it is none other than PW Jones. You've won yourself a copy of F124. Congratulations, my friend. Got yourself in there. You have a copy. If you haven't already purchased the game, I suspect you haven't, but there you go. You've got yourself the win. Congrats, mate. Absolutely congratulations.
Congrats. Well done. I forgot to mention that also, if you are Constructors Champion, you got in. That's also well done.
Of course, yeah. If you're in the Constructors, you're also on board with that. So there goes, Jonesy. You got yourself a copy of the game, mate. But now,
Brilliant
the
stuff.
moment you've all been waiting for. Season 14 news. So, we don't know this ourselves. We just know what is to come. We're going to see it live on the screen. If anybody's got something to say on that.
Yeah, I'll just jump in here. Hello, everyone. For those of you watching, my name is BK. I've been just lurking in the backgrounds here, helping these gentlemen out with the stream. We've got next. So the first bit of Season 14 information coming to you. It's been under wraps here, but first thing that we're going to come to you now with is the pace test track and dates. So everybody's been asking me a ton about what is the pace test going to be, when are we going to have to do it. Wait no longer. Here we go. And bang. Circuit of the Americas is your pace test track, and that's going to open June 9th. Very, very soon. So, gentlemen, what are your thoughts on that? This is the first time that you've seen this. First time learning of this.
I was expecting a European track. I was expecting maybe a
expecting
Spa
European, yeah.
or a
That has
Hungary.
really caught me off. Oh, we're going across the pond.
There you go then. We get a spicy season 14. First season of F124. Everyone's saying no in the chat, but it's not about It's not about what track it is. It's about how you do in it, and what track on the handling is the best for.
Definitely, yeah.
I think this is going to be an
See what happens.
test. Absolutely.
I love the reaction. Sorry, I've been sitting here under I love it. Just so people know why we kind of gone for something like that instead of Spa. I know
Sid says
Brooksy's
EU15.
Brooksy just said somewhere like Hungary. Obviously, a track like that's quite short, so to try and identify gaps between tiers is probably very, very difficult. We did Spa before, that works, so we went for a different track of similar length. So Kota was up there. You've got high-speed corners, slow sectors, and just a full-on long straight. So combines pretty much, I think, everything that we need to see from everybody. So that was kind of why we've gone with that track. But
I'm very excited to see this.
if you're slightly intelligent, then you may suggest it may not be in the season 14 calendar. Who knows? Just throwing it in there.
Speaking of, I think it's time we give the people the surprise.
I think we should.
All right. Well, kick this off with the calendar reveal now. We're doing this in stages, so you're not going to get it all at once. If you're hoping for that, I apologize. But first thing that you will want to see is the layout, and there is, although not much information on there, a lot you can draw from considering the next image. So, without further ado, I present to you the skeleton of the season 14. And there we have it. So that's what we'll be starting out with. First thing that you may notice, season starts July 15th, and we've got, for the first time in a long time, a 12-round season in Contest of Speed. Gentlemen, initial thoughts on that?
Well, the 12 rounds certainly caught me by surprise. I wasn't expecting to see such a short season. As we know, it's normally a bit of a 16 round. So 4 races taken off, which makes a bit of an interesting calendar. What could it be? What's missing, and what are we going to see? That's what I want to know.
Yep.
I would also like to know, but yeah, first reactions. I think that it could be a positive thing. I know in terms of the championship. I mean, it also people who are maybe a bit faster and slower, being the first season of a game cycle, people being faster, some people being a bit slower than maybe where they should be. It means that they don't have enough time to completely destroy everyone. So I think that's probably a positive that you could take away, and also it means that any mistakes made by people are a lot more impacting of their season, because that's a 12th of the season gone for you. So
and I smell
I think it's very good.
A 3-season game cycle here.
Ooh.
I have no idea. So, yeah,
Shush.
you don't know, so
You're mush.
I suppose.
Cannot confirm nor deny, but
We'll deny these allegations. Yeah, it's 12-round calendar with a break in between. So you guys are doing races in blocks of 6. Obviously, towards the back end of the last game cycle, the smart people that have been around for the whole season realised you did 16 races in a row with no break. So we thought perhaps we need to shorten it and also keep people fresh, and also keep our commentary team fresh, especially if they do multiple races a week as well. So that was the kind of thinking about it, and yes, it should be exciting, and as Tom probably said, keeps people in the hunt, I think, for a little bit.
But yeah, I think that's a great way of showing the skeleton of the calendar. But now,
and just one last thing on the calendar. Everybody saying that they wanting more racing. The way that we've done it with 3 seasons, potentially, if we do go that way of 12 races, we may end up with more races than if we did 2 calendars of 16. So, end of the day, more races, more action for everybody. So that's what you want to see. But I think, Tom, you're saying it's time to show this. We'll be starting with the first half of the calendar. Is it time for that now?
yeah, I believe it is.
Let's settle the excitement.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Without further ado, I show you the first half of the calendar. And there you have it then, the first half of the calendar. Gentlemen, you have not seen any of these things yet. I was listening to you guys oohing and ahhing the last few minutes. What are your thoughts of the first half?
Let's go!
Yes, we've got Monaco. It's a nice stretch of tracks. Australia for a season opener always feels good. It always feels nice doing that for like the first of anything. Got some nice fair tracks, Austria and Spain and Canada as well. And then obviously the big one, shake up the season halfway through.
Absolutely.
Monaco.
Some tracks here that we haven't raced yet in season 13, as you know, guys. I'm absolutely pumped for Jeddah. Absolutely love it. I'm pumped for Canada, and I'm pumped for get back in Monaco.
I like Nick Cayson's comment of saying, I like how the admins have given themselves an extra week to look at all the incidents for Monaco.
Yeah.
Gap week.
Deathstorm, that's your doing.
So Deathstorm, you're like 2 weeks to go through Monaco, so you don't have to have a midlife crisis. So you're welcome.
Oh, absolutely pumped. Absolutely pumped. This just gets me excited to see what's on the second half of the season.
What's everyone's thoughts in chat for season 14.1? Like, you know,
I've seen.
Yeah or nay?
I've seen a lot of like dubs and people being happy, which is good. Some people got L, but there's a few technical tracks, obviously, that's in there. We've gone away from trying to repeat things over and over again. It's quite easy to pick the same. Like,
what's
12.
Everyone's track? What are we hoping for next for the next 6? What are we hoping for?
Well,
any big omissions? Any big omissions? Because only half a calendar we can put on here. We can't even put more than half a calendar on here. So, what is everyone's saying? Qatar, I hate that. Kota, Silverstone, Portugal. Kota, that will be the calendar.
Belgium, Austria's a win. We've got somebody saying Australia's a win. Jeddah's a win.
Yep.
Yeah. Vegas. Someone says Vegas.
All right. I want one of you each one of you to pick. What's your favorite track on the first half, and what's your least favorite track on the first half?
Oh, mine's got to be Jeddah favorite, and I've got to say Spain for least because I'm not the best at Spain. Everywhere else, let's go. We're cooking.
Yeah, I'd say probably Australia favourite on there. And to drive, probably Jeddah's probably my least favourite in a race, but it's still pretty good. Spain as well, I'm not a fan of to drive, but it's still pretty decent. Austria, Canada, Monaco, I'm well excited for. So
Monaco's going to be amazing.
It's going to be great.
Maddie?
It's going to be pretty cool. For me, Austria, I know some people don't like it, but we've always had, I don't think we've had a bad race at Austria, I think, ever in COS. So that should also be another good one for us. Again, a bit like Tom, not a big fan. I think Jeddah, in terms of the speed that you go through the lap, is great, but in terms of being able to drive it, it's always a bit chaotic, but you never know. I think there's obviously Monaco's the big one that I don't think anybody expected to be round 6, but yeah, as I said, nice choice of tracks there. I think we could see some very good 6 rounds of racing for season 14.
I agree. But without further ado, I think we should
get that second half show, baby. Let's go.
Right, let's get on to the
2nd
second
to
half.
October 10th. What's going on?
Let's get some hype in the chat for the second half. Let's go. And that is the full reveal of the season 14 calendar. Some mixed reactions throughout that one. We got the momentum and maybe petered out towards the end. What do you guys think here in the booth?
I'm ecstatic. I'm absolutely ecstatic. This is a win calendar for me. I love this. The mix of tracks. There's a lot of technicality, a lot of fast tracks, and definitely tracks that we haven't seen in a quite a bit of time. So it's nice to see them back on the calendar. Get some spicy action going. Tom, how do you feel? I'm excited. I don't know about you.
Sorry, I was just typing. But yeah, that's a brilliant calendar. I think the first half is a good mix of tracks, and that'll be some brilliant mix of some of the European ones. Vegas, I was excited for. My debut for Contest of Speed was actually at Vegas, and Abu Dhabi. I love Abu Dhabi just as a personal favourite, so it's always a good. We got the last 2 tracks of the season are under the lights, so your last night day race will be in Miller.
Indeed. I love the fact that Abu Dhabi is going to be the season finale, just like in real life. We have it here as a season finale of season 14. It should bring a mighty fine race as it does in the real life. So we can only hope for that one to be an excellent season finale. I'm looking at this calendar and I'm just thinking, yes. We've had some mixed reactions, but I'm loving it.
Should we get a poll up? I'm not sure how to do it, but I'd like to find out. So how do I do it?
So there's a couple messages in the chat as well that I saw saying no Brazil, no Silverstone. The good thing about the format that we've chosen is we'll have plenty of time to hit those tracks throughout the game cycle. So if you don't see a track that you're really looking forward to racing, I apologize. The issue with having 12 is we can only pick 12, but the good news about it is that we have a lot of time to hit those later on. So every track will be used in the game throughout the game cycle. If you don't see your track here, it doesn't mean you won't get to race it in Contest of Speed on F124.
So if you do want to race it in Contest of Speed, stick around and join the Discord.
Definitely get in the Discord for this one. You know you want to. Pace test, as we saw on the screen, it's the 6th of June it opens, I believe, if I saw that right.
I think it is 9th
of June.
9th of June, there you go.
So
9th of June to the 23rd, so you have 2 weeks, as Matty says, to set your pace time around Circuit of the Americas, as you can see there. So you'll have plenty of time to practice when the game gets released. You've got about 2 weeks to get your laps in if you've got Champions Edition. If not, you've got around 12 days to get things moving.
Yeah. And I believe, BK, am I right in saying we're going to use the same format as that we have been doing the last couple of... so same format as we have been doing. So 25% race with your one stop
lap sticks, I believe it was.
Last
time, but we'll get the details known in the
Discord. We'll send out the details, but the format will say the same for you guys to use. So hopefully it shouldn't take too long. In terms of your playtest, should take about 20 minutes or so. So, obviously, not a lot long. I wanted to say, back off the canal, that's interesting. There potentially is quite a few wet races there as well. So, just to throw that dynamic into it, and 3 races potentially under the lights. Because, obviously, we tend to do Monaco at midnight.
Yeah,
so there you go then. That's your calendar, and your pace tests are out June 9th, and they close June 23rd, so you've got a couple of weeks to do it at least. Make sure you get some practice in, and get ready.
Before I let Brooksy take us out here, just one more thing to close on the last season. Obviously, lots of people put a lot of effort into to make the last season happen, and just to make that season go around to day, and I just want to take time to thank all the stewards that deal with all of our shenanigans every week, shall we say. Just formally thank them with my own voice and to say thank you to them. Also, thanks to the entire comms crew. We've got a couple of those legends in the booth with us tonight. Everybody,
it's a pleasure.
Thank you guys so much for all the effort that you guys put in every week. Nobody really knows except for you guys how much work it actually is to commentate on the tier. So just wanted to give you guys a huge shout out. And I know, Brooksy, you're here as well. just specifically to you as well, a major shout out individually for all your effort as a
Definitely.
commentator. You're a huge voice in our community, and definitely the voice of the European side of commentary, for what I would say. And
Absolutely.
absolutely love to have you on board, and just wanted to thank you for all your effort throughout the season. And one more individual commentary shout out, I promise, is the last one. For one of the actually EU commentators. Was helping out a ton on the AM side. Absolutely goated. I can't even begin to explain. Guys stays up till 3 in the morning to help make sure that some tiers get streamed. So huge shout out and thank you to the Mr. Rob Star, absolute legend in his own right.
Oh, Rob's a legend.
Being
Absolutely. Yeah.
being a huge help for the AM side in the commentary. There's too many people to help out to thank today in just one couple minutes, but just wanted to thank those specific groups and those couple people specifically just for all that they have done in the past season, and from what I've noticed, they went above and beyond. So thank you.
My pleasure, mate. It has been more than my pleasure. I've watched these guys absolutely slap it around the track for pretty much the entire season straight. As you know, I've took over a lot of the comms, and it has been amazing to watch. And of course, all credit to Rob as well for going over to our brothers across the pond and helping out dramatically over there, helping out those guys in the commentary side when needed. So me and Rob are really putting the effort in, and we've more than been happy to. I can imagine on Rob's side, I've been more than happy to. It's been incredible to watch it all, mate. I've got to say.
It has. I don't think Contest of Speed has ever been better than it is at the moment. The shows, the transitions from you, BK, I don't think you gave yourself enough credit there. This season has been impeccable to watch, and it's a lot of that is because of you. Obviously, Brooksy as well.
Giving us the tools, mate. BK giving us the tools and using them.
Yeah,
They were
absolutely.
amazing, mate. Absolutely amazing. You need to give yourself credit for that.
All right. We could stop glazing each other. But thank you guys. I appreciate that. Yeah.
But a big up
We've
to
had a
BK for
great
doing
season.
all the calendar and getting us sorted. I think this is only one of the few times that we've had a launch since I've been here, so that says it all really.
I want to launch every season. It's been great. It's been a lot of fun. I'd love to be here.
I haven't slept much the last few days, but I hope it was all worth it. I had a ton of fun with you guys to do this. So yeah.
And a quick announcement, just so everybody knows what's happening going forward. Me and BK will be talking to each other quite a bit for the next game cycle, hopefully. BK is now. I can let the world know now. BK is our general manager overseeing the AM side of things.
Woo! Yes.
Promotion.
Unfortunately, European side of things, you've got me. So. Well, there we go. So me and BK will be working close together to make sure that both regions run as effectively and efficiently as possible, and we both stay on the same page as well. So just so people know what's going on in the background. Thank you, Thomas. Can I entice you to come back to the commentary box at some point throughout the season?
I would love to have Tom back.
But yeah, I thought I'd just say that, and obviously thanks BK for putting all the graphics and everything together for this evening.
No problem. All right, Brooksy, you want to get us out of here?
Yeah, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you all hopefully soon with what could potentially be some social races while we wait for season 14 to kick off. But now you know the
F2!
details.
Sorry.
Bless you.
F2? Oh, did I hear that correctly?
Someone say something.
God, sorry boys, that was a nasty sneeze.
Keep your eyes peeled on the Discord. You never know what you may find, hosted by myself or by any other driver willing to get a spicy bit of action in before we wait for season 14. But again, thank you all for watching. It's been Brooksy, Matty Robbo, BK, and Tom Carter. Good night.